What's up guys, and welcome to another video on FIFA 13. Today we have got a transfer gossip 11 on Ultimate Team. So before I start this video, I want to say a quick thank you to UT Coin Traders. They're a very cheap and reliable source to buy your FIFA coins from. All the links are in the description, of course. Now, apologies for not really uploading that many videos recently. I have been on holiday and I only had a few that I could schedule to upload. So apologies for that. I had an amazing time. It was really fun. Went away with my girlfriend. So yeah, onto the video. We have got a transfer gossip 11, and I thought I might as well do this because I did see an article on this on the internet. I think it was on, I'm not sure what website it's on, but it's fairly, you know, it's not biased. Like, it's not biased in any way. I don't think anyway. So yeah, the first person that's going to be hitting up our 11 is going to be Begovic. Now, this guy had an incredible season last season with Stoke. He did obviously become one of the Premier League's most you know, successful goalkeepers last season, ones that really did, you know, obviously stand up from the crowd. And this guy has been linked with Arsenal and Liverpool. I am a Liverpool supporter, so fingers crossed Liverpool can grab hold of him. You know, he's a very good goalkeeper, and I think if Pepe Reina did choose to move away, then I think, you know, we could have a little gem on our hands. But I have heard now that Pepe Reina is kind of staying to his, you know, I don't know, staying to what his contract says, and gonna stay at Liverpool for a few more seasons, I guess. So yeah, that is the goalkeeper. The right back then is going to be, if we can get there, it is going to be feat.Strix. I don't know if that's pronounced right at all. But yeah, he's going to be linked with Arsenal. I think there are a few other clubs, but I'm not too sure exactly what other clubs, so I haven't actually named them in this video. But apparently he's been linked with Arsenal, and you know, Arsenal have a £70 million budget in this transfer window, and they are pretty much already snapping up the signing of Gonzalo Higuain, so they could be set for, you know, a few very good signings to strengthen their squad, and ones that they really do need to do if they are wanting to, you know, fight for the Premier League title, I guess you could say. So the left back is going to be Leighton Baines. Now, this guy's been linked with Manchester United, of course. Obviously, his former manager has now moved to Manchester United, which is going to be David Moyes. And, you know, obviously, he's a very good player. Everyone knows that this guy's fantastic. And, you know, I think, you know, he would suit a move to Manchester United. You know, maybe he could take the place of Evra. I'm not too sure. Apparently, Evra's been linked with Monaco or something. So, you know, there could be a chance for him to actually swoop in that starting 11 of Manchester United. So, and also put in the comment section below, who do you, if Leighton Baines did obviously move to United, do you think he'd take the reign over Evra? You know, what do you think? Obviously, David Moyes has been used to, you know, having Leighton Baines in his squad. Do you think I'd just favour him over because, you know, he's been in his squad before? Let me know in the comment section below. But the two centre-backs are going to be, as you can see here, we have got Pepe, and then the second one is going to be, let's just get to him. It's going to be, I think I just went past him actually, no I didn't, David Luiz. So first of all, Pepe, he's been linked with Manchester City. Now, obviously with the new signing of their manager, Manuel Pellegrini, I think, you know, he could potentially go there. I know Real Madrid are a massive club, but maybe he fancies a move over to, you know, England and, you know, see what all the hype about the Premier League is. So, you know, you never know. Obviously, with the likes of Varane as well, sort of pushing forward into that starting 11 for Real Madrid, it could be a chance for Pepe to move out. And of course, the departure of Jose Mourinho might spark some things and make him think, you know, maybe I do want to move to the Premier League. Whereas with David Luiz, he's been linked with Barcelona and PSG. I believe it's around a £30 million offer. I don't think anyone's offered yet, but I think that's what Chelsea are pricing him at. So it could be the chance for, you know, a club to really pick up a real star in the making. You know, David Luiz has been absolutely fantastic. He can literally play any position you want on FIFA and obviously in real life. So yeah, moving on to the centre mid then, it is going to be, as you can see here, we have got Isco. Now this guy plays for, I think it's Malaga, isn't it? Yeah, it's Malaga. And he's honestly, he's an absolute gem. You know, he's obviously one of the most exciting prospects in European football to date. And, you know, with the likes of Manchester City and Real Madrid after him, you know, it could be a chance for him really to, you know, get his name out there even more, I guess you could say. So, Who do I think he would go to out of Manchester City and Real Madrid? Potentially, I think Real Madrid, because if you're in that sort of league and you're kind of used to Liga BBVA, I would, if I was in his position, I would definitely move to Real Madrid. One, because they're a massive club, and two, because it's a good stepping stone into being something that you could. If you get your name done at Real Madrid, then obviously you're going to have massive clubs after you. Obviously, there's massive clubs after him now. But I think, out of Manchester City and Real Madrid, I think it'd be silly to turn down Real Madrid, if I'm honest. So, moving on to the left midfielder now. We have actually got Gareth Bale. Now, this guy has been linked with Real Madrid, Manchester United, PSG, a few other clubs as well, probably AS Monaco, just because of the amount of money they actually have and the amount they have to spend on salaries and God knows what. So, obviously, Bale is pretty much the most exciting talent since Cristiano Ronaldo, especially in that left mid role. So, obviously, I personally think he could make a big money move to Real Madrid or United. I can't really see him going to the Ligue 1 because it's not really a place for him, I don't think. I think that's kind of a step down. Even though the Ligue 1 is a very high level of football, I just think, where he is now, it's kind of his home, and I don't think the Premier League, if he was to move out of the Premier League, it would have to be Liga BBVA. I think anywhere else would be a stupid move for him, just because he's such a good player. But that doesn't mean I'm not trying to diss any other leagues. Like I said, you've got Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the Ligue 1. It's obviously not a bad league. But yeah, let's move on to the next player in the squad. In the right mid position, we've actually got a left midfielder. And I believe we have got Nani. Now, this guy is apparently linked with Monaco. I did tweet out, and Gala as well. So, maybe he could actually make a big money move there. Obviously, if United were to bring in the likes of, say, Gareth Bale, if they were to sign him, then obviously I personally think Nani would leave the club for sure. I'm not too sure what he feels, whether he definitely wants to move out the club, or whether this is just gossip and, kind of stuff like that. So, let's move on to the two centre-attacking mids, and they're both Uruguayans. First one is going to be Edison Cavani, and the next one is going to be, of course, Luis Suarez. So, Luis Suarez, obviously Liverpool's star player for the past couple of seasons now, and I honestly do think it's time for him to go. I know Liverpool fans have been by him side by side when he's been through, some really bad media hits, but I've got to say he hasn't. He has brought it upon himself. All the stuff about him being racist. I'm not going to have my own opinion on that because I'll just start a massive feud in the comment section below. But he does. I think it's time for him to leave. The Premier League is not the place for him anymore. He needs somewhere that he can just start with a clean slate, because he's got himself into a lot of shit in the Premier League, and I personally, for his family, and just for himself, I think it would be a good and wise move to actually move away from the Premier League. So, if he does go anywhere, I think it will be Real Madrid. I know he has spoken about wanting to move to Real Madrid. Whether he's handed in his transfer request yet, I think it's a different matter. But, obviously Liverpool are only going to sell him if he does hand in that transfer request. So, Edison Cavani is going to be the next centre-attacking mid. But now we have this guy, apparently he's got a buyout of £53.8 million. So that's a hefty lot, that's a lot of money. And he has actually scored 103 goals in 137 games for Napoli. So I think he does have the chance to move to maybe a bigger club, the likes of Real Madrid, Chelsea, Manchester City. I personally would love to see him play in the Boxing Premier League. I think it'd be an amazing addition to the, to the league already, with all of its amazing players. But, you never know. You really can't tell with these things because it's such kind of early talks about these players. It's hard to decide where you think they'll actually go. But yeah, moving on to the final player on this team, we have got Lewandowski. Now, this guy was a massive hit in the Champions League and also the Bundesliga last season. Netting 4 goals against Real Madrid. That's something to to rant about. This guy is fantastic, and there was talks about him moving to, Bayern, FC Bayern or Bayern Munich, however you want to say it, and Manchester United and also Chelsea. So, where do you think he'll go? I think he could follow the footsteps of Götze, If he does like the Bundesliga, then he might want to stay there, but I do feel, if you've been in a certain league, if it was me and I was a professional footballer, I'd try and, you know, without being without sounding as unloyal as possible, as a football player, you'd wanna see how it is to play in every single different league. So if it was me, I'd try and move to a different league than the Bundesliga. I think the Premier League would be a great move for him, and it'd be exciting to see him play as well in the Boxers Premier League. So that is going to be the transfer gossip starting 11. If you want to see more squads like this, then please let me know in the comment section below. I'm not going to do gameplay on this squad because it's not really the kind of squad. It's more about the players in here, and I'm just using sort of FIFA as a a background thing, sort of just to show you the players and stuff. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, guys. Hopefully you will stay tuned for more videos. Subscribe if you want to see more. Have a nice day. Hope you will enjoy the video, and peace.